A warm welcome to all our listeners, from fashion enthusiasts to futurists. You're tuned into the IoT Trailblazer podcast, where tech gets trendy and innovation walks the runway. I'm your host Ritu Mandal, and we will be stepping into the world of dynamic displays, retail vibes, and signage that exactly knows what you want. And who better to stitch this narrative than the man behind the magic at the Azorte stores? The never offbeat, always on trend, Hari Krishnan, head of visual merchandising at Azorte. Hari, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Ritu. It's been super excited to be here, and I love this concept of podcast, and it's very trendy way of, and I love the setup the way it's been done. Azorte being in a blend of fashion tech stores, and the way we have come out with the techs and this, it's super excited to be here, and I'm very happy that we are going with this podcast.
Well, let's start off with your journey first. So, how did you basically get into this virtual merchandising? And how has the store evolved from mannequins to the media walls?
Yeah, I've started a bit early in 2000, to specify in 1999, where the modern retail have entered India. The Europe culture way, the way the customer used to buy, the similar way have been come up in those days. And those days everything was physical, where we do a color story in the merchandise display or in the mannequin display or as a window display. Everything is manual. I mean, that been followed most probably from there 1 decade, almost 10-12 years we used to do a similar fashion, where physical involvement there. We used to do a lot of planning before in advance. Probably in a 6 month in advance you have to plan the window, because you need to plan the budget and things like that. Over a period of time the retail evolved, and we are gradually grown up the way the fashion retail design, and the media is coming in place, and the TVs started coming in store. Okay, slowly it got balanced, where the tech was there, and but in a whole style where the screens and TVs and there, and we used to have our mannequin setup. And over a period of time things got changed. Today we are more focused into tech, how we will the futuristic way of display. Today we have eliminated our window display, where our window display get into a 3D window display, where the more space open up and things like that. I mean, the journey was quite from the old days, old school, to the new tech, which is very, very interesting, and very blessed been heading a first digital visual merchandising for Azorte.
Amazing. That has been quite a journey. And those curved displays at Azorte, you don't just walk past them, they literally pull you in. So was that visual storytelling a part of your grand plan?
Yeah, absolutely, because we don't want to be another fashion brand in the market. We want to be different. We want that wow factor to come in place, and we want to be futuristic. So the plan was to do, of course, your essence will remain same. Your end of the day, your merchandise is the hero. So we plan to keep that. Let's gift wrap it with the tech, gift wrap it with the digital screens. Let's do anything and everything in a tech way. For example, our window displays are in a tech way. We have 3D window display. You don't find any physical windows. Our brand campaigns, everything it comes in screens, and our entrance have wow factor of LED screens, where the 3D content has been running. It's completely different. Today this completely changed to what the old days used to be.
So that sounds like a well planned out strategy. So let's go back to the pre-JioSignage days, and what were your challenges when you were trying to deploy and manage all the digital screens across all the store locations that you have?
Yeah, it was very, very juggle, because the transaction was not smooth, because we are used to do a physical window to completely into a tech in a digital form. Those days where we used to carry a pen drive, explain to the store managers, and the screens, when the changes, there is a screen play button comes. So that's the way it started. I mean, it was very, very challenging. Also, if you have to do a store where it is close by from your head office, it will be easy for you to to go on there and do it. But if your stores like across India, which is in every corner of the store, it's not easy. You have to train your team. You have to tell how to do it. So you have to make a call. It was not easy. I mean, it was a nightmare for us to get the right content at the right time.
So that was quite a shopping cart full of challenges. So when was the first time you came across JioSignage in action? And what convinced you that this is the right fit for your retail strategy?
Honestly, it was challenging in the beginning. I personally didn't thought that it's going to work, because you have 15 screens at the store, and every store is a different resolution, and every screen require a different content to be pushed. So I thought it's going to be a nightmare where I have to put 12, each screen require a pen drives, and I have to train the store manager, if the store manager on off, how I'm going to do it. It was things like that. But when the JioSignage started, it is become like, I felt it's going to be challenging, but the challenging it's become very easy, seamless way of executing it. So click of button, are all content being pushed, it's become very seamlessly executed.
Well, Azorte is growing faster than a flash sale on sneakers. How important was it for your tech to scale to match up to your expansion plans? And how did JioSignage help you from going from, pilot to powerhouse?
See, today we have 40 plus stores, and another 40-50 stores been lined up. From the start of our store, we have 15 screens at each and every store. When you come to every store, because the contents are different, because the zones are different, we have south zone, north zone, because every festival is different. The content has to put in that way. JioSignage made our life easier to push these content as per the way we wanted. The way the content can be pushed, even if it is north store, south store, because each content, each element have the dashboard to push the content. So it will make our life easier to push it. So though there is no manpower from the store side to involve, it will make our life more easier to just push the content from our end. Because we have 3 window display, we have brand campaigns, we have different contents, we have promotions that are running. So this is require a support technically from the back end, where one person sits and just puts the content, it goes live across all the stores. Even if it is in Udaipur, if it is in Guwahati, if it is in Delhi, it goes at one shot. In fraction of a second it happens.
That was wonderful. By the way, retail tech isn't just plug and play. How did your store team react when JioSignage came into, deployed? And was it really an easy onboarding or a tech panic?
It was a panic, because people at the store, because it's part of their element at the store. Because store thinks that all these systems are going to come on a rad. We have to drive, we have to coordinate with the head office team, get the artwork, download it, and plug it in the pen drive or things like that. That's a back of mind everybody had. But JioSignage has made it so easy, where the store manager, they can freely focus on the customer experience at the store, because every screen is being handled by us, and only we push the data as per what is sales, what is trend, what is the current season is going on. According to that, we will push the content. So there is no manpower involved. There was a panic in the initial days, where the store manager used to think, but now it is completely seamless. I mean, where one person from the head office to push the content, it goes live across all the stores.
I'm glad. That's exactly what our team was aiming for. So fashion is all about feedback, and JioSignage delivers more than just good looks. So how has this signage analytics literally helped you? And has it really supported you in tweaking your content strategy?
Yeah, it's really important because JioSignage is not just push the content where one content being played from morning to evening. So it's become very, even live content becomes static content when you play the same content from morning to evening. This is where the key element comes, where you push different content as per the time. Probably I will have a morning zone, will have a different content. Maybe in the middle I have something, maybe the peak hours will have something else. So this is where the analytical report comes, where how we will, what content, when to put, and according to the festive, according to the promotion, according to the zone, where these contents being pushed, where we get a complete report that how these content are being played, whether the screens are offline, there are screens are online, how this been completely created. JioSignage just not shows content, it's give the analytical report for us to study and push the content accordingly. So that's a way the complete this been designed and been executed.
That's absolutely fantastic. All right, Hari, now let's scan and bag your answers. Quick rapid fire round, no refunds, no exchanges.
Okay.
First question, okay? One thing that instantly catches your eye in a store.
Now, yes, tech and light, because that sets a mood.
Totally. Your biggest no-no moment that you have seen in visual merchandising.
Clutter, because visual clutter will kill the experience.
So something kind of minimalism.
Yeah. That's the right word.
One JioSignage feature that you love the most.
Fraction of second, it's live in across all India. No brainer.
Tech trend in retail that excites you the most.
tech trend is AI-powered personalized experience.
One visual merchandising hack you wish you knew earlier.
Less is more, because the less is create the big impact.
What's tougher, nailing the content or the timing?
Timing is tricky, content is fun.
And lastly, what does Hari do after you unplug from all your day surrounded by these big screens?
Carries home also, we have phone and TV, but still I'll spend time with my family to come out of that thing.
Brilliant responses, Hari. You breezed through the rapid fire round like a well orchestrated store launch. Swift, seamless, and impactful. Now, queuing back to our discussion, what would you share with someone who wants to start off with their journey of digital visual merchandising?
Start with the basics, that's more important, and understand how digital works. It will be very key. This is where JioSignage helps you to understand how these contents have been played, how often, with a complete analytical report. It will guide you completely from start to end. So the person who starts, you have to understand chapter by chapter. So each elements to be understand, and then JioSignage comes in place to help you and make your life easy.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you. And when we talk about an Azorte stores, what are the digital touch points? Like, how many of them do you have? Like, you talk about these screens, the signages, the kiosks, and what is the typical customer journey? How do they really interact with these touch points?
Our customer experience is always wow, because it's been welcomed by the huge screen with the arch where all 3D content played, and then customer will experience a 3D window display where customer used to see a physical and suddenly there is a 3D window display showing our latest collections. The moment when the customer cross the digital screen, there is a section screen which shows the collections of each particular area, or what collections been run, how it look like the model, and then there is a promotion being communicated in that way. Even our signages, the offer, or if it is a price point signages, everything is digital. There is no paper used there. And then once customers go to the trial room, where the trial room screens interact with the customers, that whether they'll recommend what collection can be better with this, what top can go, or you need a different sizes. Click off button, somebody will just going to knock the door and give the complete setup what you've been asked in the screen. And then once you check out, our cash counter is completely self checkout, where it's completely operated by you, other people to help how you can exit on quickly. So the customer, the moment when they exit, they will cross at least 10 tech elements when before they exit the store. So that's a way the complete Azorte design, and then JioSignage comes in place to help us to make this journey more smoother, and the fashionably and wow factor to be created.
Azorte has literally taken the digitization to a very next level. And with these AI, camera analytics, interactive screens, retail literally looks like completely straight out of a sci-fi. What, according to you, or where exactly is this retail experience headed towards?
See, today the AI comes in place, and today we have a base where JioSignage support us to create push the content in the way we want, how as per the sales numbers we push the content. But what is next will be the screen's going to talk to the customer and going to welcome the customer by name, and going to tell that what is the season now, what is the current trend is going on. So it's going to be more of personalized experience where the tech going to talk to the customers. So I feel that's where the next step is going to be, and it's going to be more futuristic, because today we have taken Azorte to the level where the retail fashion tech brand is. The next step will be completely AI powered, the interaction with our customers.
Well, fingers crossed. I hope Azorte sooner comes to that level, and we would love to see that difference. Now, as we are coming to the end, we generally end all our episodes with a book recommendation. So what would be your favorite book which really inspires you to think around customer experience or creativity, or just staying stylish under the pressure?
I'll be honest, I'm not much the book person. I get my creative energy from movies, especially the animated ones. Movies like Ratatouille, Up, Kung Fu Panda really speak to me, because that shows the visuals wow, and it take your creative level to the different level. It shows a lot of emotions as well. So that's where you are well connected, because I'm a visual person. I visualize everything what you say. I visualize and I'll give answer. So that visual speaks to me more than the book. So I'm purely a book person. If anybody I recommend, of course, these animated movies tells the story of what life is and where the creative things can go and beyond the world.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Hari. This has been absolutely like, retail therapy meets retail tech. Your experience with Azorte and Signage shows how innovation and elegance go hand in hand, even in LED pixels.
Thank you for having me here.
So that's a wrap on today's episode of IoT Trailblazer podcast. A big thanks to Hari Krishnan for being a fashion-forward guide to smart signages and smarter storytelling. To all our listeners, until next time, keep retailing boldly and trailblazing brightly.